Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a empties video. I have this bag full of just a bunch of empty makeup products that I've gone through within the last, I'd say 3 months at least, probably. I don't know. So if you want to see what's in this bag and whether or not I would repurchase them, then just keep watching. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and just pull these out randomly. I'm not going to do it by any order, so the first thing on here is the Too Faced Hangover Primer. I think I actually have quite a bit of these in here. I absolutely love this product. I have dry skin, so it works great for me, so I will definitely be repurchasing it. I have been out of this for a while and haven't repurchased it yet, only because I bought something else that's going to be a new Test It Tuesday, and so I didn't want to buy multiple primers because I just can't afford that right now. So yes, I would definitely repurchase that. And then I have the Maybelline, what is this? Super Stay Better Skin Concealer. And this was in the shade Light. It's a good concealer, but I probably won't repurchase it just because I like other concealers better for the same dollar price. There's another Hangover in the mini size. I have the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. This still actually has a little bit left. I am not going to repurchase this. It is hydrating, but it also has that like silicone feel, like the, what's it called? The Smashbox Photo Finish. It kind of feels the same, similar to that. And for me, that's not what I want in a primer. So, and it also just kind of feels, I don't know, greasy. I don't know how to explain it. I didn't hate it, but I also didn't love it, so I probably won't buy it again. Alright, so I'm going to kind of talk about these two together. This is the e.l.f. I think it's just translucent, or no, sheer setting powder. There's still some in here, but I don't like it. It feels chintzy. I mean, it is cheap, but it doesn't work well for me, so I don't like it, so I didn't finish it. But I actually transferred it to this because I love the packaging of this, so there is a lot still, not a lot, but there is some still in here, but I will not use it. But this product is the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder in the shade Translucent Light. I absolutely love this this setting powder. It's just, oh my god, it's just expensive, so I haven't repurchased it just because currently I don't really have the money to go spend that much. I think it's like $30 some, but I absolutely love the package, how it comes like this and then it's a shifter. So I kept it and put other stuff in it just because I liked the package. But I would definitely repurchase this. Then I have Ulta Beauty's Double Duty Wet and Dry Pressed Powder Foundation in the shade Fair. This isn't bad. I think there's better pressed powders out there, so I probably won't buy this again. I'm going to try to go through this quickly because I do have quite a bit. And then I have the LA Girl Pro Powder High Definition Setting Powder in the shade, I think it's just translucent. This powder is pretty good. It's not like absolutely terrible. It's not the best powder out there, but it does do really well for setting the whole face. And I will repurchase it, and I actually have repurchased it. Actually this one's all out too. I just finished it today. So I do like these powders. They're pretty decent. They're very finely milled, so when you brush it on your face, don't breathe because you get it up your nose and it burns. I have the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder for the under eyes. This is a travel size or a sample size, whatever you call this one. Oh my god. And there's still stuff in here. I'm just not super obsessed with it. I would rather be able to just go in with the powder all over, and I guess I'm just more lazy, so I don't really like using it. But it is really good for what it does. And then I have this MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Medium. I really did love this when I got it. I got it a long time ago, but it is a really good powder. I used to use it on top of my foundation until I realized that was why it looks so cakey, because I had too much on. But it is a really good foundation setting powder thing. The last setting powder I have is by the brand No. 7, and this is their Translucent Perfect Light Loose Powder. I really do like this powder, and it's also very cheap, but it does have a pink hue to it. I am more yellow toned, so the pink hue, if I put too much on, did cause a problem, but as long as I didn't put a lot on, it was perfectly fine. So like if you were yellow tone, don't ever bake with this, but it still worked really good, and I think I actually purchased a couple. So this is still really good even though it has the pink hue to it. It doesn't say in the color that it's supposed to. It says it's supposed to be translucent, but it's not. I have a couple of sponges in here. So I have a couple of sponges. I have the Pure Cosmetics sponge. I don't know what else they're called other than sponge. I hate these. I will not repurchase these. I didn't actually buy them in the first place. They came in my BoxyCharm, but I hate them, so I will not buy them. They're too stiff, and they don't, because of the stiffness, they don't work very well for me, so not buying those again. This is the L'Oreal, I don't know what it's called, something sponge, but I really do love this sponge. I actually repurchased. This is the second one I repurchased, so I really do like this sponge, and I will repurchase that. This is the Vintage Cosmetics sponge. It is a pretty decent sponge for its price, but in all honesty, the L'Oreal one is $3 more, and I like it a whole lot better. So because of that, I won't repurchase this, but if that didn't exist, I would. So I have a couple of setting sprays. So I have a sample size of the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix setting spray. This I would probably repurchase if I didn't already have my MAC Fix Plus. I kind of think of this MAC Fix Plus and the Smashbox Primer Water kind of all in the same category-ish. So if I didn't have one of those on hand, then I would repurchase it, but I already have a MAC one, so I don't feel like I need it, but it's still a really good product. And then this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. This, I have gone through so many. Typically, I would buy the sample or the travel size. That's like $15, just because I couldn't commit to the $32 price tag. But I finally said, why am I buying that many small ones? So I bought the big one, and I definitely will repurchase this. In fact, I have. They did change the bottle or the the packaging, but it is the same one, so I love this stuff. Alright, so I have a couple of foundations that I've gone through. So I have about, 7 foundations that I'm getting rid of. So I have the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. I have a couple of shades. I have 201 and 202. So I did repurchase it, and I repurchased the shade 202. I like this much better than the 201 because the 201 has a pink undertone to it, whereas the 202 is more neutral yellow. This is basically what I use every single day, so I keep repurchasing this one because I love it. But they're just so little. I know it's 1 fluid ounce, but it goes so fast. The other foundation I have is NYX, or by the brand NYX, and it is a mineral stick foundation. I will not repurchase this. I do not like this at all. That's all there is to say to it. I have the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. This was in the shade Breeze. This I probably would repurchase. I will and I won't. When it comes to foundations, I like to try a lot. So if I didn't do that, I would just repurchase this. If I wanted to have like a one time I go to it all the time, I probably would repurchase it. But because I like to try so many, I'm not going to end up actually repurchasing it, but this still is a really good foundation. Then I have the Instant Age Rewind by Maybelline. This is the Eraser Treatment Makeup. I will not repurchase this. I've actually only used it once, I think. The shade was too dark at the time, but I actually meant to get the concealer that everyone's obsessed with and accidentally got the foundation. So I do not like this. I will not buy this again. Then I have the Mary Kay Matte Wear Liquid Foundation in the shade Ivory 7. So I don't like Mary Kay. I haven't found anything from them that I do like. My aunt, she's a Mary Kay person, sometimes, occasionally. So she convinced me to buy it. I bought it. I don't like it. I literally probably used it twice and it's still full. I'm getting rid of this. I know this has got to be over the shelf life. I'm just gonna toss this. Then I have the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Foundation. This is in the shade Fair Light Sand. I love this foundation, and I keep forgetting I love it because there's so many new ones coming out, but I definitely need to go rebuy this. This kind of reminds me of the L'Oreal Infallible a little bit, but I really do love this foundation. So yeah. Then I have the L'Oreal, holy crap, how many L'Oreals? The L'Oreal True Match Lumi Foundation. This one I do like a lot. I probably wouldn't repurchase it just because I'm now obsessed with this one, so I don't have the need for this, but it's still a really good foundation. Last foundation is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Performance Wear 24-Hour Liquid Foundation. This just came out, I just got it, and I'm getting rid of it. I'm not gonna throw it away. I'm gonna find somebody that it works for. It just doesn't work for my skin type. I hear more people talking about it, so I might try to use it one more time, see if I can do it, but if not, I'm getting rid of it. If you haven't seen it, I did do a review on this. I'll link the video down below if you want to watch that, but for me, I can't. I'm getting rid of it. So I have some concealers. So I have a sample size I got a long time ago of the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer in the shade Medium. This came with like a kit or something that I got, and so that's the reason I got medium. If not, I would have actually chose the color I wanted. So I liked using this for dark circles before I use the rest of my foundation. I'm kind of sad that it's gone, but I would have to try it with my own personal shade until I say yes or no I would buy it again, just because I've never tried it. I might buy it just to try it, but yeah. And then I have two actual concealers, like full size. So I have the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Creme Brulee. And then I have the Urban Decay Weightless Complete Concealer in the shade Fair Neutral, and I would definitely buy both of these. I love both of them. I like this one, you get more product on the wand. This one, you have to dip it a couple of more times because the wand just doesn't pick up a lot, which drives me insane. The last makeup thing I have is the Brow Wiz by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This was in the shade Medium Brown. I really do love this, but for me, personally, I don't think the difference between this and my NYX one is enough to make me pay for them more money. I really do like it though, but I'm probably not going to buy it again, and I know since I bought this is the only one I've ever bought, and I haven't bought it again, and I think this has been out for probably 6 months that I've stopped using this. So it's really nice, and if you want to spend the money, but for me, I don't want to spend the money. I'd rather buy $10 for a NYX one, so. Alright, I do have one skincare thing. I don't go through skincare that often. That's not true. I've gone through some things. I just forgot to put them in here. But the one thing I do have is this by Pond's. It is the Clarent B3 Dark Spot Correcting Cream, and it is just went everywhere. So it's still full. It's extremely liquidy now. It didn't used to be that liquidy. I will not repurchase this. I didn't even finish it. I don't really like it. I hate the smell, so there's that. So last things are hair things, and they're both dry shampoos. I have the sample size. What did I get this with? I don't know. I got this with something else that came for free. Oh, I think it was Sephora's like 100 points or something like that, but I got this. It's the Triple Sec 3-in-1 by Dry Bar. What it does is really good. It does what it's supposed to do really good. I liked that. I can't stand the smell. Oh, there is some left. I know some people love this product for the smell. Personally, I just can't do it. To me, it smells, and I don't want to offend somebody, but it smells like old lady, and I can't stand that. So I won't buy a full size of this. And then, oh damn it, it's coming in my nose now. The last thing is the Batiste Dry Shampoo, and this is for dark and deep brown, which actually now that I dyed my hair black, I have to be careful using this because it does, like, it's obviously for brown. So it does put a little bit of a hue to it, but I love this stuff. Actually, I have another one. So I did repurchase this. I repurchase it all the time. It's my favorite dry shampoo, and I probably won't stop repurchasing it. This is the only, I've tried one of the other ones before, but then I found out they had the hint of brown when I had brown hair. So I bought this, and I haven't stopped buying this exact one. So I haven't tried their other ones that they have. So I don't know if they're good or not, but that is all of my empties for the last couple of months. If you guys like these videos, I'll keep saving my empties, so just let me know and I will do that. But that's all I have for this video, so I will see you in my next one.